Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own wavetables for Xfer Serum. This is a skill that a lot of people don't know how to do, and it's really useful. It gives your sound a unique edge to it, and it just speeds up your sound design workflow a lot. So I'll jump right into it and start showing you. So I've got a setup here. I've got one track called Wavetable Creator, one track called Bounce, and one track that's just a Serum. I just put in right there for the Wavetable Creator. And I'll go into this patch for you. All this is I just took a few wavetables. I've got a Monster 6, I've got a Somatics wavetable, and all I did was just modulate the wavetable position, some bend minus plus, bit of a bandpass filter, some hyperdimension, distortion, compressor. This is what it turned out like. Sounds pretty weird right now, but once you put it into Serum as a wavetable, it'll sound pretty cool. So what I've got here is the bounce track with the input set to resampling so that it resamples any audio. And I've got this track armed, and just press record. Let's try that again. Alright, so we've got a little audio file here. So now what we're going to do is just solo this track, which is the empty Serum, and you go into the edit, and since this note right here is an F0, what you want to do is go back to your Serum and type in F0 in the formula bar. What you do now is you just drag in this audio file, and it'll split it at 1010 samples, and now you guys are going to get this. So it's got to be cleaned up. So what I do is I scroll to the end and I just go to the very last wavetable that has like something going on, because these are just silence. If I play it, you can't hear anything. That's the last good waveform right there. So right here, I select that and go add and remove under that drop down menu and press remove, select it to the end, and that removes everything after that wavetable. Now I should have a pretty good sounding wavetable if I go to this view. That's pretty good. Just a few more things to make it sound better. I like to normalize, which makes it louder. Remove DC offset, just to make sure there's no offset. Normalize it again, because after the DC offset, it needs to be normalized once more. And then I go to X fade edges, 16 samples. Then I go to morph crossfade. And this just crossfades it so that I'm not getting a choppy waveform. It's going to be very smooth. And that is how you make a waveform. So now that I've shown you how to do this, let's go back and let's make one from scratch. I'm going to initialize this. I'm going to unsolo it as well and just delete this audio file. And now we're just going to go back. We're going to start from the beginning, okay? Actually, I'm going to leave these effects on the end. So now we've got a totally empty preset. I'm just going to go look around for some wavetables. Okay, I actually like Monster 7 a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a shape like this, set it to 1 bar, because that's the length of the MIDI note that I've got here. Then what I'm going to do is just attach this onto the position. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's do some bend minus plus. I'm actually going to use a new LFO for this and make a new shape altogether. So I'll make sort of like a growly shape. I'll set it to 1 bar again. Actually set that to trigger. And let's make sort of like that sort of shape. Okay, so here's what it sounds like. So that's starting to sound a bit better. I'm actually going to pull in a second oscillator here. And I think I'm going to use another stock wavetable, which is Squelchy 3. So I'm going to put this on the position. And I'm going to mess with the bend minus plus as well. Use this LFO for bend minus plus. Okay, with the first oscillator back in, this is what it sounds like. I'm going to turn this guy down. I'm going to add bandpass 12. It just cleans up the sound a little bit. So I actually like to use this LFO for the bandpass filter usually. I mean, it is a little bit harsh, so what I'm going to do is actually just turn down the mix a little bit. Turn on some hyperdimension. Turn that down a little bit. I'm actually going to leave the dimension part off for now, because for a wavetable, you don't really want dimension. You just want a basic wavetable. You don't want too many effects on it, because it is going to be a wavetable. You sort of want something that you can just work with. Next, I'm putting distortion. I think I'll do soft clip for that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Put a multiband compressor. That sounds pretty good already. I think I can just leave it at that. Put on a phaser. Okay, that sounds really good actually. And OTT. I'm actually going to add some saturation. Okay, that's cool. So now we're going to record it back into this bounce track. So now we're going to go to our Serum, the empty Serum, just like before. We're going to set it to F0, and we're just going to pull this in. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go to the end again, like I did before. Remove the end part, normalize, remove DC offset, normalize again, X-fade the edges, and crossfade. And that should be pretty cool. Not my favorite wavetable that I've made so far, but sounds pretty cool. Once you're done, you just go up here and save that. And let's call it tutorial wavetable. Anyways, that's how you make your own wavetables in Ableton. It's pretty fun, actually. Once you've got this workflow going, you can just keep doing this over and over and over and keep saving them until you've got a whole list of them. And once you've got that, it's really easy to make bases. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.